Dear students of Honours Third Year, hope that you are doing fine at home. This is Shaila Parvin, Assistant Professor of Department of English, Tongi Government College. Welcome you back to my class on Francis Bacon's essays. This is the 7th lecture on his essay. Previous lecture I started discussing Of Great Place by him, and today I want to finish the rest of the essay by him. Let us start our today's discussion. Students, we have already discussed up to line number 53. Now I will just remind you about what was there in the essay briefly. In this essay, Bacon offers a number of maxims to guide men in high position by giving a series of practical wisdom. He makes some solid observation regarding the persons who holds a high position in a society. He divides the essay of Great Place into parts in where he deals with the merits and demerits of holding high position in a society. In the first portion of this essay, Bacon talks about various situations which is necessary for a person to hold high position. In the second portion, he gives a series of advices, do's and don'ts for the great men. In this essay, Bacon illustrates that a man, for the sake of achieving power over other men, loses power over himself. A person involves himself in various immoral activities to achieve a higher position in society, and after attaining the upper position, he devotes himself to his duties so much that he compromises on his health. On the other hand, he becomes blind with money to ascertain his faults, and he seeks happiness by the opinion of others. In a word, a man in high position sometimes becomes like a puppet in the hand of other people. Students, now I will move on to the discussion on the text from line number 54 to 60. In these lines, Bacon continues to advise directly that a man in high position must follow the best example set by his predecessors. Furthermore, he should try to understand the origin and the deterioration of the rules and principles. He must see what changes are needed in the rules of the past to suit present circumstances. The man should be consistent in his conduct and should avoid of being too rigid and uncompromising. He must explain others clearly if he needs to deviate the rules to avoid confusion among others. Bacon suggests that one should not only analyze his actions but should also analyze the actions of other people in his surroundings. One should take examples from his surrounding in order to know what is good and what is bad. A man, by seeing the best in others, should strictly judge himself. By comparing himself to others, he must find out his shortcomings. Likewise, he must also analyze the examples of those who carry evil with them. By this, he will be able to know what to avoid. Moreover, a man should consult his past experiences to learn good things from them to seek a better future. From line number 61 to 69. Bacon here furthermore suggests that that one should preserve the dignity of his office, that means his profession, by occupying his place properly, not by challenging others. Likewise, one should also preserve the dignity of lower offices, that means his subordinates, by permitting others to do their jobs without interfering. Moreover, one should always consult others and consider their service advices whenever they need. Similarly, one should not refuse the help whenever other offers. He should welcome any advice or suggestions regarding the performance or his duties and should not regard people who offers such advice a meddlesome, that means an interferer. He should accept the suggestions with good grace and accept whatever is good in them. From line number 70 to 76. Bacon here illustrates 4 vices of great place, that means 4 weaknesses of a man in high position. These are corruption, delays, roughness and facility. He suggests that to avoid delays, a person should be punctual and appoint time. Likewise, for avoiding corruption, one must keep himself honest and set example before his servants or his subordinate, so that the subordinates can follow his examples. The declaration of honesty as well as taking actions against bribers will make the briber afraid of offering bribes to him also. From line number 77 to 82. Again, sometimes only being honest is not enough for a man in high position. He must have a reputation of being honest and should also be beyond suspicion. If a man in course of doing his work changes his opinion or attitude without any apparent reason, people will suspect him of corruption. So, a man in high position should not ignore the opinion of his subordinates and should inform others if he changes the course of his action. From line number 83 to 93. Bacon here continues his preaching by saying that a man in high position should avoid close relationship with his subordinates, as people will misinterpret his relationship with the subordinates as a tool of taking bribe. Again, a great man should not be easily influenced by others' trivial requests. Otherwise, he will be persistently troubled by trivial requests which will ultimately be interpreted in a wrong way by others. From line number 94 to 104. Here Bacon refers to an old saying which reveals that a high position or a high place or a great place exposes the true worth of a man. It reveals how a man really is. A worthy man can utilize his ability to its utmost for the benefit of the people, whereas a worthless man appears worse than he is. A great place shows the true nature of a man. It reflects how a man is. Some people prove to be better while others prove to be worst. There are some people whom people think to be best for the administration when they are not administrators. But by attaining power, they prove to be worst. It is often observed that a man when sits in a great place becomes another man. However, a man in great place should learn to respect others as well. A man needs others to rise at a great place, but once he is elected, he should balance himself to represent the whole society. From line number 104 to 116. In this concluding line, Bacon mentions the Aristotelian theory which tells that every aspect of nature has to strive to get the right position in nature. Whenever it gets the position, then it becomes orderly and regulated. So is the case with human being. A worthy man struggles restlessly to get a high position, and then after attaining the position, his only job should be pursue the noble job, that means the duty with which he is assigned. Actually, the concluding lines of this essay consists of recommendations and suggestions by Bacon to combat various vices of a better position or high position. A man may use some cunning or crooked way of gaining position, but after reaching to position, he must act neutrally. As he should respect his predecessors, so he should deal with his subordinates in a considerate manner. He should not all the time remind others about his high position. That is, he should not boast of his high position all the time. He should behave in such a way that when off duty, he must behave differently from the same man in the high position. In a word, a great man should have the knowledge to make a clear difference between his professional and personal life. The essay of Great Place consists of a variety of moral maxims, yet in the essay, Bacon also teaches worldly success. Bacon not only shows the weaknesses and strengths of a man in high position to the readers, but also advises the readers the way to behave when hired in such positions. His essay shows that he is highly curious about the attributes of the men in high position and to write down about them so that one can improve them. The essay is full of utilitarian advice and contains a compromise between morality and worldly success. Okay, dear students, thank you very much for listening my lecture. Hope to meet you again with another new topic from your syllabus. Thank you very much.